Cool. Can everybody hear me? So good afternoon. Like Kate so graciously introduced me, I'm Stephen Loughren. I'm a graduating second year, and we have 16 days left of classes, which is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm kind of ready to get an income again. So that's good. I just wanted to take a moment and thank all the speakers. I wanted to thank Paula and Kate and Angela and everybody else who's involved. The BLC was one of the biggest value drivers of my entire SMU MBA program. It was great. We learned a lot of stuff about Excel, some fun shortcuts that I'll be able to use, and just all the soft skills that we don't get in the classroom. So it was all great. One of the biggest value drivers of the actual BLC, I think, was the Disney Institute. As you can tell, I'm going to Chevron, and I'm an oil and gas through and through. I was an engineer by background. So I was honestly thinking about the Disney Institute as kind of a fun way to spend a week with some of my friends and be an adult in Epcot. But little did I know I'd actually learn quite a bit. I thought if there was going to be a customer, most of Chevron customers are, gasoline, like everybody who drives a car. I thought if I was ever going to be engaged with that customer, then there was a big issue with getting an MBA if I was, now a clerk at a gas station. So going into the program, I didn't really think I would get a lot out of it, but I was wrong. So I think the three biggest things, and I'll kind of equate it to, in my wheelhouse, how I had it all click, is equating it to a little European oil and gas company called British Petroleum, and how they should have used some of the stuff that we learned, and it might have saved them $80 billion through the whole Macondo incident. So first off, they taught us a lot about operation efficiency. So they talked to us, they showed us the big giant towel linen cleaning service. There's a lot of towels in the resorts, as I'm sure you can understand. And so they showed how they could efficiently clean thousands and thousands and thousands of linens very cost efficiently, and keep all their customers happy. Obviously, BP, we all know there was some issues there. They cut some corners, and in order to save costs, but Disney showed us that you can still be cost effective and 100% accurate. The second thing is brand and reputation is paramount no matter what industry you're in. So obviously everybody knows the Disney brand and what they stand for, and the respect and the kind of drive, and that has people come back to their resorts and consume their products year after year after year. We have one of our friends, Jordan Tulaki, who goes to Disney probably 3 times a year just because she loves the brand and the experience so much. Obviously, now there is a huge tarnish, quite literally speaking, on the BP brand, to the point where they had to write down their goodwill by about $10 or $20 billion. So thanks to the BLC Institute, I can save Chevron $20 billion. And then finally, the customer, I think the entire program is called what? Customer engagement, customer service? It's customer service. So again, I thought I would not be dealing with any of the customers, but it turns out my definition of customer was completely wrong. Peers are customers, parents are customers, friends are customers, your fellow employees, your managers, everybody in your life is a customer in one way or another. So you need to treat that customer with respect and understand what they want and need from you, and so you can service them the most efficient way. And so that was kind of I think the biggest takeaway that I had from that entire experience, is because the customer is not somebody who is directly paying you, it's every single other person in your life. And so, like I said, obviously the kind of analogy going back to BP, there was a guy with a British accent standing on a beach that had oil covered it, and he said, you know what, I've had a really long day too. I understand that there's all kinds of water creatures that are covered in oil and gas, and they were going to have lots of issues for a very long time. But he said, I've had a long day, and my private jet ride wasn't the most comfortable over from London. And that destroyed a lot of value for BP, to the point of, I think they quantified it to $80 billion. So they should have gone to the Disney Institute, and I'm glad that I was going to thank Mr. Cox for having him supplement us going, because it is a great value add. And I want to thank everybody else in the BLC, and thank you.